We're back. Good evening, Truck and Tractor Pull fans. We are back. Big night in Berryville, Virginia this past Saturday night. 72 total hooks. Big. They had a dirt drag race afterwards. Kendra she'll have to clue us in on that because the rest of us that were running around all afternoon and evening working on the track and teching. And when we got the truck loaded and we got Mikey packed up and loaded and we got most of the trailer packed up and we were out of there. So wanted to stay for the drag race, but it was a long, hot day and I was tired. And me and Mikey said, we're going home. So, but Dwayne is with us. Obviously, we're going to do a huge rain dance starting tonight, a non-rain dance to hopefully get the Beast of the East End this coming Saturday. We're going to talk positive thoughts about that here shortly. And in case you can't see, he's already got sweat beads on his forehead. So
yeah,
but he's got Snyder County results from Sillins Grove, and it sounds like the new hot rod they took up there was the star of the night in the diesel truck class. So
I got some stories about that too.
Oh boy, I bet you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of I can run through. I can't say I can run through fast here, but I mean, we did have a 27 truck street diesel class. So
nice.
Oh my!
Take your time.
Yeah.
I just realized that my stuff was out of order, so I'm quick trying to correct it here. So if I don't act very talkative, then yeah.
You're too busy reorganizing.
I see some pullers from out east here have a touchdown out in Farley, Iowa. John Mans, Jimmy Moritz is out there, and I'm sure there's a few others going out. Those are the two I have seen that have made the trek.
I'm excited to watch.
Are on the premises waiting to go pulling, so be a pretty cool deal.
I think it'll be interesting. I think it's a brand new idea in the sport of pulling. I don't think it's going to be the new norm. Obviously, I don't think we can
money-wise
all afford $50,000 to win payouts.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty cool. I think it's kind of cool that they're trying to bring more notice to the sport, and having that kind of money definitely will bring in, I think, a newer audience there. We'll see what happens and how everything goes. I think they're live streaming the entire event and even like some driver interviews after the fact, kind of like a press conference deal. So I'm just hoping that somebody we know wins so we can make fun of them on the live stream for it. So, and I think they're also doing something else. They're doing is like a lucky dog kind of drawing, where at the end of the night, everybody who didn't make top 10, top 11 or whatever they're doing, everybody's name goes in a hat and you get the lucky dog spot. Cool. If they pick your name to come back one Saturday night for the big show. So I think it's a pretty cool premise and definitely something new and different.
Dave Coffin's with us. Nicole Morrison, evening. Chris Peakfish, Monterey, Virginia will be made up July 5th. Monterey, Virginia must have got rained out. So keep that in mind, folks. Monterey, Virginia's makeup date is July 5th. We'll go over some dates here for Atlantic Pro Pulling, and Dwayne will have Sillins Grove and whatever Miss Kendra decides to talk about. So, but anyway, we'll go ahead and dive in here. First class at Berryville, Virginia. New bleachers are all installed now, and it made the crowd look smaller, but he had a decent crowd. It's just there's a whole bunch more seating there now, so that's gonna bring in big crowds, hopefully bigger crowds in the future. So 13,000 farm stock was first up, and I'm dealing with a very dark printer here, so bear with me. Print out. Who took the win? Hunter Brock should know that. Hunter Brock with a John Deere. 388.19. That was probably the furthest distance of the night. For the pool, second was Randy Brock, 351.13. Third was Jason McGackey with an international at 321.73. Fourth was Curtis Lilla, international at 310.61. Fifth was Jason Duncan with a Massey Ferguson 1155 at 279.35. And sixth was Kevin Cooper with an international at 273.43. That's my fault. I should have lightened up the. Man, it was dark. Hard to see. Next up was a local class there, the Pro Stock 4x4 trucks. Atlantic Pro Pulling, and taking the win, Kathy Jewell with Tenacious at 316.06, and second, Brad Roy with Cash Only at 312.81. Then we moved to the third class, a nice class once again of modified 4x4 trucks. Glad to see the class numbers getting up there for the modified 4x4s. Taking the win, actually, it was a night sweep for the Kramer family. Taking the win was Bill Kramer with the contender. I used to call him Billy Kramer. And Bill's starting to climb up in age a little bit now, and not that he's old or anything, but he's earned the Bill status now instead of Billy, I guess. So Bill Kramer with the contender, 328.84. I apologize; it's hard to read that. That ink is dark. Second was his brother Jake Kramer with Supernatural at 327.71. Third was John Dugan with Damage Plan. Ford at 319.99. Fourth, listen to these next three distances: 319.99. Fourth split decision, Michelle Abshire at 319.90. Fifth place was Roger Tapscott with Tasmanian Terror 2, 319.87. That's some pretty close competition right there. Sixth was George Abshire with the Gone AWOL Jeep at 317.82. Seventh, Matthew Fant, I believe at trucks called Showtime, 314.96. Eighth was Wesley Keys with the Black Ice, the final chapter, at 307.84. Ninth was the Killing Time, Troy Nails, at 298.80. And unfortunately, Troy sounded like he truck gobbled a valve. He was on a good pass, but, he quickly went awry. Let's see. 10th was Chris Whitey with the Rambler at 297.96. 98, I'm sorry, 297.98. 11th was the Mountain Mule, Dennis Grove, at 293.55. And rounding out the class in 12th was Charmaine Clark with the Snap-on Chevy at 277.02. And I got to say, that's the smoothest I've heard that truck run in a couple of years. So look out. Things are looking up. The Weimer Fuel and Turbo Super Stock Pro Stock tractors. Taking the win, Tara Moore, Brittner, with the More Agitation John Deere at 286.71. Second was her brother Davey Moore with One More Deere at 283.03. And third, Jimmy Duncan with a Massey Ferguson, 215.52. We jump into an interstate class, Kendra, the 6200 modified street 4x4s. Taking the win was Donald Mongold. Last took of the class. Save the best for last. His Ford, 320.88. Second was Jason Griffith, another Ford. I believe, is that one Sassy or Saucy? That's the older truck. That's Saucy. 318.42. Third was Cooper Guffrey with Buckshot, man. That's a tough truck. Buckshot Chevy. 315.37. Fourth was Kenny Dugan with the Blue Mule Ford at 313.92. Fifth was Jamie Wright with Looking for Dirt at 312.09. Sixth was Terry Robbie with his Code Blue Chevy at 306.05. Seventh was Blair Ryman with a Chevy at a GMC, I believe, 282.78. Eighth place, Jamie Griffith with a truck called Sassy at 277.99. And ninth was Charlie Gray with a Dodge at 248.93. And rounding out the class, Hunter Bush in 10th at 211.24. Then we went into the big class of street diesel trucks. I'm telling you, this place draws street diesel 4x4 trucks. This in Winchester, it's amazing.
How many were there?
27. 27. We had one truck come back to make a test.
So it was insane.
Yes. There's actually 28 hooks total in the class because one did come back and make a test hook. But 27 in competition. And all said and done, taking a win, Bucky Engel Sr. with the Smoke Show at 333.66. Second was Evan Moser at at 327.80. Third, Joey Saffel, 327.17. I'm jumping between two pages here. Fourth was Jordan Hoover at 323.68. Fifth was Alan Casey, 318.89. Sixth place was Justin Shriver at 316.15. Seventh place was Austin Heck, Chambersburg. It's up your way there, Kendra. 312.28. Eighth was Derek Reed at 309.29. Ninth place over here. Colton Kibler at 304.53. 10th was don't count there. I'm going to be in trouble here. My result's going to be wrong. I've made a mistake. I'm just going to stop there. I apologize. But I'm going to read you from there on. It's not going to be accurate. So let's see, 304. Let me just double check a couple things here.
You're having the same issues I had. I looked down at my sheet and
I just realized
there's
what's
only the
going
top.
on. Okay, we're okay. I'm just one number off. So actually, 10th place would be Andrew Miller at 303.56. It's going to get confusing as hell now. 11th was Justin Hoover at 303.31. 12th was Brandon Smoot at 298.33. 13th was Tyler Dawson, 287.41. 14th was Trevor Mainhart, 287.09. 15th was Jake Forrester, 286.49. I assume you are familiar with that truck. Jake Forrester.
Different set of Foresters, but yes.
Oh, okay.
A lot of these guys actually run points for interstate through the Wild Street.
Oh, okay.
That's why there's so many different areas.
Foresters south of the Mason-Dixon versus Foresters north of the Mason-Dixon.
No, they're all from the same general area, just different branches of the family tree.
Brandon
I think
Boyer,
they're all related somehow.
I'm sure they are. 16th at 278.21. See, 17th was Alex Shipley at 277.17. 18th was Emily Heck out of Chambersburg at 274.12. And 19th was Harley Fisher at 270.59. 19, that was 19. I'm sorry. 20th was Clifford Game. I can't see that last. Clifford Gama. 266.59. 21st was Devin Ailes at 261.24. Wow. 22nd was Tony Utzi. That was a familiar name from Interstate. 234.89. 23rd was Case Brown, 197.89. 24th was Joey Kolpak, 175.03. 24. 25th was Robert Utzi at 67.54. And 26th was Lee Artrip at 11.62. And, of course, Lee did come back and rehook an exhibition and ended up 304.16. So he got his situation straightened out. So, but anyway, huge class of street diesel 4x4. Sorry for the cut up hack job here doing the results, but I did find at least I caught the mistake early.
At least you have a printer that works.
Yes, but it's a little dark. I can lighten it up. I just didn't do it.
My brand new printer is just about ready to get the baseball bat.
Uh-oh.
It
a little aggressive.
It's the black and white cartridge anymore. I bought a new one and stuck it in the same problem.
Get away from an inkjet printer. You'll be a lot happier.
What should it be?
Toner, laser jet.
A laser printer.
Yeah, laser jet printers. Yep. They sound expensive, but you can get good ones cheap. It's not bad.
Anyway, Kendra, there's a nice question on here, the comments for you. Maybe you should answer it.
Yeah. Kendra, do you pool?
I used to. But Norm won't let me drive. So
The video you posted with Norm at the Buck, don't make me cuss this time. that was hilarious.
That was awesome.
Listen, give him very good inspirational quotes before he goes down the track, and I thought that one needed shared.
Don't make me cuss this time. And he didn't make you cuss that time, did he?
He didn't. He didn't make me cuss. So yeah, he listens.
That's good.
Yeah, we didn't get any other video that night from the GoPro except for that, and I was like, meh, I'm going to share it.
So what happened? Did you turn it off before he made the run, or you didn't turn it on for the run, or you did?
No, like usually I'll turn it on and start recording, before he goes down the track. Had plenty of battery. I have no idea why it shut off. It only stayed on for it was like 38 seconds. Like he didn't even hardly get out of the staging area and it turned off. So
stupid camera.
I don't know what's going on.
Hi, John.
Dang
John Roop's in the house.
Technology.
It's the way it is. Don't we just love our technology?
No, we don't.
Oh, JR's froze solid on a screen. Not moving at all.
I bet he's cussing.
Looks like he's starstruck.
Yep, he's definitely cussing.
Something went south. Well,
yeah, I don't.
Back.
This is a new computer, and I had an issue with it just dropping the internet real quick, then comes back, come back. So they sent me a new internet card. I put that in, and it was good for a week. And now we're having issues again. What can it possibly be? And I know we've had a lot of internet issues incoming into the residence.
Yeah.
And as well as power flashes. So I don't know what's going on. I'm going to contact the computer company again because this is 2 nights in a row with shows that this has happened. Happened to me twice last night. So yeah.
Maybe, that's not good.
Yeah, something. I don't know if it's the income. I don't have no way to check it fast enough to see if it's the incoming internet or this is acting up again. I don't know. It shouldn't be. I mean, parts are brand new. Who knows? Anyway, Selinsgrove.
Woohoo! The boys didn't. I'm sorry. The boys didn't win a single game all year. They've been so close. They've done well in their little league, and they haven't won a single game. And I just got a text message that they won their last playoff game, so they're in for one more game. It's double elimination playoffs, and they won it. Anyway.
Pete Fish, that's not going to happen, buddy.
Yeah, it's not. I'm going to have to win the lottery to get him to build another truck first.
All right. Matt and I went to Snyder County on Saturday.
No. I'm just saying hi to people. You keep talking. I'm sorry.
Okay. You want me to do the first class, or we switching back and forth, or how? Or did you do all yours already? I messed it. You did all your classes for Berryville? There's, 3? I'm sorry.
I did five or six classes.
So I went.
He was too busy rearranging his pictures over there.
So I went and I looked at my results, and I realized that the one class that had the most vehicles in didn't have anything in order. It just had the results, and they weren't in order. So I had to tally it up. So I apologize that I missed that. Matt and I went to Snyder County on Saturday evening. We had a really nice evening. We had quite a lot of pullers there, and our first class was the Pro Street Gas Trucks. It was the first class on the track, and there was 14 entries, which is pretty good for.
That's great. That's good.
Yeah, 14 entries in the in the Pro Street Gas. Coming in first place was Carl Burhell Jr. from Saylorsburg. He had a
Dodge,
323.
baby. Dodge.
Yeah, 323.02. In second place was Jason Wadlington with a truck called Violet. He had 314.01. In third place was Robert Markey Jr. at 312.06. In fourth place, I have to get my act together here. In fourth place was Jeremiah Fake from Myerstown with 311.71. In fifth place was Mike Mitchell Jr. with the Bone Crusher. He had 311.21. In sixth place was Chris Brosman from Newmanstown with a 309.16. In seventh place was Craig Shaner from Hughesville, PA, with the half-ass pulling truck. He had a 306.49. In eighth place was Steve Zeckman from Jonestown in a truck called Slightly Modified. He had 303.27.
Doesn't Shaner usually have the unlimited pleasure? Is he driving a different truck?
I'm not sure. Craig
just
Shaner,
curious.
half-ass pulling. Apparently he was running the... Yeah. Don't know.
Cool.
We'll see. Maybe another one pops up. In ninth place was Richard Gardner with 301.51. In 10th place was Jason Garris with a truck called Texter Mountain Pullers. He had 301.01. In 11th place was Robert Markey Sr. with 300.66. In 12th place, Cole Shuey from Lebanon. That was, shoot, now I can't think of his dad's first name, who the kid was driving for the first time. He had 286.74. In 13th was Dwayne Temple from Muncie, PA, at 284.23. And in 14th place was Ben Smeltzer with 280.20. So we had quite a lot of trucks. It was exciting to see that many Pro Street Gas trucks come together. And then next up, we had the 4-1 Light Pro class. I got to get myself flipped here. In first place was Eli Zimmerman with Red Fever. He had 348.90. In second place was Mike Austin from Campbell, New York. He had 327.99. In third place was Matt Sudall with Green Blooded. I wonder what kind of tractor that was. International, right? Just kidding. He had 326.92. In fourth place, Matt Dersham with his International called The Other Half. He had 303.37. In fifth place was DJ Boop with High on the Hog, 291.12. In sixth place, Aaron Eberhart driving Hammer Down. He had 288.92. And in seventh place, Corey Eberhart with Gold Edition at 193.29. Then the next class up was supposed to be 3-0, and just before the 3-0 class started, one of the participants started their truck and had a major miss. So they bowed out and went back to their truck, and we discovered they had a broken valve spring. So they had a valve spring width, so we switched, and we were able to switch classes so they could get themselves back online. So the next class up was Hot Stock. Coming in first place was somebody that we don't see very often in this driver's seat, Mr. Terry Tanner, driving Chris Hoyt's tractor called Worst Case Scenario. had a heck of a nice run, and he got 331.11. In second place, right behind him, was Brad Kremer with the French Road Deer at 326.26. In third place was Jeff Breininger, driving an international called Red Law. He had 319.05. And fourth, Austin Bauer, driving Case Closed at 315.33. In fifth place, Dennis Boop with the Black Stripe Addiction at 313.11. Sixth place went to Matt Houck on Old Red with 308.31. Seventh place, John Foreman and his John Deere called Always Something. He had 306.36. And in eighth place was Nelson Harding at 298.52. I did forget something. Very important. Before the pool started, we had a tribute
Memorial service. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little service for
Jeff
his
Faust.
name.
Jeff Faust.
Yes. So the Jeff, we had a little moment of silence and a thing, and then Jeff Faust's family actually came out of the track and shared some things. It was a pretty cool memorial. Found out a lot about Jeff Faust and his life after his passing, but it was quite awesome to see those tractors on the track one last time, at least the one that's going to be on the auction block coming up here in June. So if anybody wants a Case pulling tractor, it's coming for sale.
It's like next week, isn't it?
Yeah, 20 something. I think it's 20.
2 weeks.
Yeah, something like that. Sorry, I don't have all that information in front of me. I should have collected it.
Let me
So
see if
after
I
the
can-
yeah.
I'll do the research. Hold on, you keep going.
Yep. So after the valve spring got repaired, we started the class of 3.0 trucks, and coming in first place was none other than Matt Horse with Pushing the Limit at 341.28. Hot on his heels was Samantha Heimbach driving the white Ford Heimbach's diesel at 340.18. In third place was a new truck out. First time I've seen this truck run. Brendan Fink with his truck called June the 24th, Kendra.
Oh, I was like, what?
Thank you, Robert.
Yep. In third place was Brendan Fink. First time I've seen him out with No Mercy. He had 333.25. And in fourth place was Jared Brown with Bad Karma at 333.22. In between the 4-1 in the hot stock, Justin Gordon brought his new truck out and did an exhibition run. He had 307.84, which was a very nice run for him. All right. After
something else that I wanted to bring up about Snyder County is I saw on the old interwebs that they're doing a raffle.
Yes.
Of a certain pro stock tractor lookalike there. So anywhere the t-shirt trailer is going to be, you can get tickets, 1 for $5 or 3 for $10. Winning ticket will be drawn October 11th at the championship night pool. All proceeds will go towards awards for the pullers at the end of the season banquet. Special thanks to Huber Incorporated for donating the pedal tractor into JNC Auto Body in Penns Creek for the custom paint job. And I just want to know, do I have to be present to win? If I'm not there.
I'm sure that I'm sure that one of the Roberts will take it home and store it for you.
Yeah. I just think that's just pretty cool. So
Yeah, it's actually really
definitely
cool
next time you're
tractor.
at a Snyder County pool or anywhere where the t-shirt trailer is located, make sure you go over and get yourself a ticket there.
Big Mike's in the house.
Yeah, Mr. Walker.
Yep. After the
Don't have him, Craig. No, sorry.
after the 3.0 trucks, we moved into the 2.6 class. Coming in first place was a guy we know well, Dave Orwin Jr. at 343.04. In second place was Derek Smith with his green limited time Dodge at 338.76. In third place was Kyler Zeckman at 331.08. In fourth place was Chris Lloyd with Hot Property at 326.54. And what would have been fifth place was Jesse Young. Had an issue, it broke and didn't make it out on the track. So that was it for 2.6. And then the last class of the evening was the Enhanced Farm. Enhanced Farm tractors. Does anybody care to guess who got first place?
Brooks Major.
For sure. First place went to Brooks Major at 345.56. In second place was Rick Hauk on the Little Stinker 2 at 341.53. In third place, Ty Brenninger with No Bull. He had 323.11. In fourth place, Matt Sudall. In fourth place was Matt Sudall with a 322.61. In fifth place was DJ Boop with a Barnyard Kid at 317.54. In sixth place, Brandon Ewing driving Rough Case. He had 316.62.
There you go. Okay, continue on.
Thanks for getting my attention. In seventh place, Mark Reich driving Smoking Bandit. He had 305.35. In eighth place, Joe Mundrick from Mifflinburg at 229.25. In ninth place, Mitchell Sudall, which had some issues and didn't get very far. He had 1.51 feet. And we had Mason Sudall at 344.14, and it has an OB after it, which I'm not sure what
Out of bounds.
Oh, okay, out of bounds. Sorry. Yep, I did. Yeah, I had walked away from the track. So a little story about our run. We made a first place at, well, I shouldn't say we made a first place. We made a run in the 3.0 class, and we pulled off the track, and we had a brand new turbo on there, and went down, checked everything out. It smelled like hot oil and who knows what, when the truck never really did. So we were checking it out, and it's like, I think I hear a noise. Shut it off. So we shut it off, and as the turbo spun down, it was making a ticking noise, tick, 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 as it slowed down. I was like, oh man, this really sucks. So we pulled it down to the trailer, and I popped the guillotine and the air filter and everything off of it. And sure enough, I tried to shortcut it. My charge air pipe going to the intercooler needed to get clocked ever so slightly to pull the turbo away from our shock tower or spring mount on the frame. And it was just touching. And when it got hot, it put enough of pressure on that it actually moved the housing on the turbo and made a little mark on the bottom of the turbo housing. And so on the drive home, I was already online ordering parts to to fix that. I was like, oh, that was so close. So close. So we got some work to
It
do.
looks like Mason Sudol got second
Yeah.
place after video evidence.
Oh, I am sorry about that. That is true. They did. I snapped pictures before. They did review the video, and he was in bounds by a fraction.
The hair on his chinny chin.
Yeah, and so they allowed him to come back into the point standing. Sorry, that was my bad. I knew that when I left, and I forgot to fix it. That was
Well, good
changed
job for
on.
doing their due diligence there.
Yes.
So
This weekend.
Devontae Beast this Saturday night.
The other big pool.
Oh, yes. This coming Saturday night, Beast of the East, 2 tracks of a ton of fun. Kendra will be there. JR will be there.
Already have the menu planned, just in case anybody was curious.
Sure.
And if
Because let's
you
be real, that's all that we go pulling for.
the inside invite from Kendra, there is plenty of food vendors on site. We do have new food vendors in this year, which is contracted through the expo, so it's a little bit out of our hands. Pit opens at 2:00. Gate spectator opens at 5. It's $15 admission for 12 and up. 5 to 11 is $10 and I forget. Anyway, that's
bring
not
cash.
Yeah, that's not the important part. Pools start at 7 p.m.
June 14th, 7 p.m., Lebanon, Pennsylvania. The Lebanon Area Fairgrounds, the Beast of the East, starring Devontae Beast. Go ahead.
Starring.
I'm just kickstarting you a little bit. Go ahead. Take her from there.
We're going to have Wild Street Diesels, and we just
Yes,
heard.
Craig, we'll get you, buddy. Hang tight.
We just heard JR talking about an insanely large class of Wild Street Diesels with 27 trucks. If everything goes well, we are partnering with the Wild Street Showdown, which is a 4-part event, which is a parade, a dyno, drag race, and a pulling event combined for points. And they'll be coming in this weekend. And at this point right now, we have 32 trucks signed up for that event. That's not including any trucks that are not signed up and coming to our event.
Say what?
32 signed up just for that event. That's not any. That's
For
not
Wild
any
Street?
Wild Street Showdown.
That's freaking
Can I make
awesome.
a request that we pull before them?
That's awesome. Wow.
So
Man, I hope Mother Nature's kind to us. That's awesome.
that is who's been on my phone. Like, what's going to happen? What are you going to do? We'll also be having 2.6 Pro Street Diesel, 3.0 Limited Pro Diesel, the Atlantic Pro Pulling East Coast Diesel 4x4 class, street gas trucks, Pro Street gas trucks, street semis, and the the Atlantic Pro Pulling Super Stock Pro Stock class. So it's Mike Walker says I quit. Yeah, Mike, we'll make sure that we have all the street diesels on your side. So we're anticipating a good event. We are working to make sure our track is
He's spoiled rotten. That's his problem. He's
Yeah.
spoiled.
making sure our track is secured for maybe a little bit of rain, but we'll see how it works out. Fingers crossed, and we hope Mother Nature shifts a little bit, or there's some kind of disturbance in the atmosphere that makes that rain go away.
Yeah, we definitely
might not
had our share of rain.
be a whole lot, but yeah, I've been seeing a lot of posts about rain for the last how many weeks? Does anybody remember? Was it 14,
12 or 13, I think.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And I believe it every single second of it.
So we're excited about it. Keep your eye on Facebook. Keep your eye on Facebook. I'm sure that we're going to be watching the weather every hour of the day from here on out. But we're going to try to get it in if we can. It's the best. That's everything else is beyond my control. We're prepared and ready to go. We have a new scale pad out back for all the pullers. Hopefully we can have our scales read nice and accurately, being on the flat, have a nice flat spot to check our hitches. The announcer stand is now moved to the pit side. It's now a large tower off center. On the pit side, we have a new sound system in there, which we didn't get to use yet. For the pullers, they can come to the bottom of the announcer stand and register, and they won't have to walk the entire way around the facility to get their checks at the end of the night or the end of their class.
That's convenient. The pullers will appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely appreciate that.
So we're trying to.
I usually get everybody's checks.
I was going to say you get everybody's. These are truck checks. That's it. Definitely, Kendra's going to appreciate it.
I think it's going to save some mileage and some running for me too. Yeah, we're excited about it. So come on out.
Absolutely. Please.
Don't want to miss it.
Support these guys. They do a hell of a job, and if Mother Nature just give them a well, this Saturday, hopefully things will work out for the good for us anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what weather site you look at; they're all different right now.
Yeah, we're still
Pretty
too
much.
many.
Nobody's saying the same thing. Like mine's just saying chance of storms, not like steady shower rain or anything. Rain showers.
Yeah, like I just pulled up the Weather Channel and it's saying steady rain in the afternoon.
See, that's weird.
You don't know what's happening.
Keep an eye on social media.
Like I said, they're figuring that there's going to be some kind of atmospheric disturbance that's going to be bringing precipitation. And I'm hoping that it gets shook up or we get a thunderstorm ahead of time that cools it down or changes something.
Yes, I do need to give a huge major shout out to Mike Walker. I pulled into Berryville on Saturday night, and he had the creme de la creme parking spot right there, ready and waiting for me.
Yep.
I mean, the
Right
only
the
thing
trailer.
that had been more impressed is if he was like laid out on the ground.
So what was it?
Spot.
Like orange cones or caution tape across it, or how?
Did like maybe next time a sign with like the pickle princess or something, now that he's set a precedence.
Now there's one more thing I got to haul.
There you go.
Just FYI, I'll be helping the trailer at Winchester as well. So you guys have 2 weeks to get that straightened out.
He has 2 weeks to get that straightened out. I'll haul the damn thing, but it's up to him. Anyway. Okay. I'm just I'll touch base on a couple pulls coming up. Speaking of, we just heard about June 14th coming up this Saturday. June 28th, 6 p.m. We head to June 21st. 6 p.m. we head to Winchester, Virginia for the Winchester Power Pools Pro Stock 4x4 trucks, modified 4x4 trucks, and the ABC York 466 hot farm tractors will be hooking at that event, and I believe they have a couple other local classes, probably pretty much like Berryville. I know they have a street. They'll have the street, Wild Street, and diesel trucks, and I'm not sure, probably something else too. June 28th, we're back at the Washington County Ag Center, 6 p.m. in Boonesboro, Maryland. Modified 4x4 trucks, ABC York 466 hot farm tractors, limited pro stock semis, East Coast diesel 4-wheel drive trucks, modified tractors, Weimer fuel and air, super stock, pro stock tractors, and the pro stock 4x4 trucks will be on hand there. We're going to sneak into July 11th after that at the Berks County Fair in Leesport, Pennsylvania at 6 p.m. The 3.0 diesel trucks, East Coast Diesel 4x4 trucks, and the ABC York 466 hot farm tractors. Then we'll go to July 12th, 7 p.m. Mason-Dixon Fair here in Delta, Pennsylvania, with the ABC York 466 hot farm tractors, limited pro stock semis, East Coast Diesel 4-wheel drive trucks. I'll go one more, and then we'll just hold off from there. July 19th, 6 p.m., our first points hook, Glad Hills tractor, Glad Hill tractor. Used to be Glad Hill. I know it's sold, but we still call it Glad Hill tractor. Anyway, Frederick,
I don't know
Maryland.
if it's Atlantic now or Mid
Yeah, I'm not
Atlantic
sure.
or yeah, I got nothing.
It is a Glad Hill family putting it on, and it'll be the Weimer Fuel and Air, Fuel and Turbo, Super Stock Pro Stock tractors, limited Pro Stock semis, ABC York 466 hot farm tractors, East Coast Diesel 4x4, and the modified 4x4 trucks. And we got more in July, but we'll carry on with what we have there now. Dwayne, I know you have some.
I have something to add. That's a little bit off of what promoting Atlantic, but I just came across a post that Wild Street Diesel at Berks County Fair is $1,000 to win.
Yes, Tommy. Yes,
Put up by Hassler Diesel. So that's a lot of money for the street diesel class. So hopefully they have a great turnout for that, and
there's no
hopefully they run them last. No, I don't even know if they're going to be on the same day. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, it's a middle of the week pool, I think, kind of sort of midweek or something. So that may
Friday night.
A little bit. Okay, Friday night. Well, never mind. Never mind. It'll be loaded with diesel trucks, and that's great. It's
good. Snyder County. Next hook up is the Union County West End Summer Pool coming up June the 28th at 6 p.m. The classes will be Enhanced Farm, Hot Stock, 2.6 Pro Street Diesel trucks, 3.0 Limited Pro Diesel trucks, Pro Street Gas trucks, Mod Turbo Super Farm, and the Light Pro 4.1 Limited. I think that is all the classes. July the 12th, they'll be back at Sealands Grove. 6:30 is the start time. The classes will be Enhanced Farm, Hot Stock, Mod Turbo Super Farm, 3.0 Limited Pro Diesel, 2.6 Pro Street Diesel, and Pro Street Gas trucks. July the 18th, they'll be at Lycoming County Fair at Hughesville, PA at 6 p.m. start time. Classes are Enhanced Farm, Hot Stock. The other classes joining them are Interstate Modifieds, Interstate Pro Farms, Interstate Light Limited Tractors, and the Interstate Mod Turbo Tractors. July the 21st, they'll be at Montour D-Long Fair in Washingtonville, PA. The classes are Enhanced Farm and Hot Stock. And on July the 22nd, at Montour D-Long, and the classes will be Pro Street Gas, 2.6 Pro Street Diesel trucks, and 3.0 Limited Pro Diesel trucks. That takes us the whole way to August.
Wow.
For Snyder County.
Cool deal. Craig Cooper sent some stuff here. This Saturday, the Southeastern Ohio Point Series will be at Guernsey County Fair in Old Washington, Ohio at 5 p.m. Classes will be the 6,000 V8 hot rod tractors, 8,200 workstock diesel trucks, the 10,000 pound 12 mile per hour, 3,000 RPM, I guess, tractors. The new points class of 6,350 4x4 modified gas trucks, 9,500 466 hot farm tractors, 8,000 2.6 smooth bore diesel trucks, and 7,700 classic super stock tractors. Again, this Saturday, Southeastern Ohio Point Series at the Guernsey County Fair, Old Washington, Ohio, 5 p.m.
Guernsey County.
Guernsey County. Yep.
I'll go ahead and plug a few interstate pools.
Sure.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to interstate pools much anymore, so I don't have results for us.
And why aren't
But we'll
you?
still give them some attention, huh? We're just going to ignore that question. So this coming up Saturday, interstate will be
No
at
pressure.
2 different locations. The first being Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. We've been saying this class a lot tonight. 8500 Wild Street, 4500 small block trucks, the 9500 Nutrient Ag Solutions 8-mile-an-hour class, as well as some dirt trags. The rest of the the rest of the classes pretty much are going to be in Deep Creek Lake again this Saturday, June 14th. $10 to get in. Going to have 10,000 pound Pro Farm, 8500 mod turbo, 7700 light limited, 11,000 pound hot farm, 6200 two-wheel drive, 7800 mods, street diesel, and hot street semis. Next Saturday, June the 21st, 1 p.m. start time is New Media, Pennsylvania. Going to have on hand 8500 mod turbo, 7700 light limited, and the 10,000 pound Pro Farm, and a whole mess of diesel trucks. That's the East Coast Nationals. Then again, JR already mentioned Winchester, Virginia. They're going to have the Wild Street and the 6200 Street 4x4s.
Okay.
Then on June the 27th and 28th, 2-night hook up in New Centerville, Pennsylvania. Whole mess of classes there. The interstate classes on hand are going to be the 4500 modified small block trucks, 8500 mod turbo, and 10,000 pound Pro Farm. And I believe Full Pool Productions and Appalachian Outlaw will all have classes present at that event. I think it's I don't know if it's still running under the name Firecracker 300, but it's essentially what that pool was. Then looking into the first full week of July, I believe. Yeah, no, maybe. Yeah, probably. July the 7th, Franklin County Fair. Interstate classes on hand will be the small block and big block minis, the small block trucks, the 11,000 pound hot farms, 6200 two-wheel drives, and the 8500 Wild Street. Wednesday night of the fair is all their antique tractors as well as some farm stocks. Thursday of the fair is the 4-state garden tractor pulling series, which if anybody is familiar with the Keystone lawnmower pulls, it's put on by the same group. And then Friday night of the Franklin County Fair is going to be 7,800 modifieds, 8,500 mod turbo, 10,000 pound Pro Farm, 7,700 light limited, and street semis. You must have your own hitch to pull at the Franklin County Fair. Again, that is July the 11th. So the first full week of July is the Franklin County Fair, and that's, I think, the week that really just sets off fair season all around this area.
Oh, yeah.
July and August are absolutely insane.
I have one more event to do. It is called Maids Power Weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be happening.
That's a long drive. Actually, you can't drive there. You got
So anyway, the reason I was plugging it is because I seen that the Mysick pulling team and their whole crew of with the Windsors and Claire Linkley, Adam, and all of those got over there sometime last night or this morning, and they were in place. And I thought it was kind of interesting. I actually found their thing. I think it's slightly translated from Dutch, so hopefully I don't stumble over this. But this upcoming weekend will be one of the best when it comes to European pulling this year. It is in Wagensberg, Netherlands, 13th, 14th, and 15th. And this is just kind of interesting. Maids Power Weekend is ahead, and we can all get ready for 3 days of pulling on 3 tracks. So they have 3 tracks side by side. Their sanctioning is kind of interesting. Full Euro Cup, the Dutch Grand National and National Farm Stock Divisions, ETPC Euro Challenge for farm stock, high pro pullers, car pullers, truck pulling, local stock classes, and Euro Cup micro pullers. Tractors from all kinds from all over Europe will put on a great show on 3 tracks starting Friday, not stopping until Sunday evening. If you have a heart for tractor pulling, you got to be there this weekend. And I'm going to edit it because they messed up. It said tractors from all over Europe. I got to say all over Europe and the world.
Don't forget
So,
that. Good essay.
wishing the Mysick team a flawless weekend and 3
Forget
solid.
about the Blagrave team. Blagraves are there
Blagrave,
too.
yes, Blagrave. I think
Absolutely. They got a two-wheeler there, and they got their diesel super there. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a big honor for both teams. That's awesome. Well deserved. Very well deserved. Got some
The Blake
information.
Grays
One
have
more.
actually been posting some pretty cool TikToks
Yes, they have.
this weekend so far, and yeah, I think they're even on their Facebook too. But yeah, they've been posting lots of social media, so I encourage everybody to go and give both those teams a follow.
Yep. What's up, Garaba?
Robert's
Garaba.
in the house.
Robert Garaba. Anyway, Nicole Marson sent me some information for an upcoming event here. It's going to be Friday, June 27th in Fallen Grove, Pennsylvania at the Old Time Days. Truck and tractor pull, again, 5 p.m. Did I say that 5? No. Sorry. I don't have a start time here. June 27th, Friday, June 27th. She'll send me a message here real quick, tell me to shut up and give me the right time. So, classes will be Pro Street gas trucks, Wild Street trucks. There's another Wild Street class. Stock diesel trucks, stock gas trucks, 10,000 pound, 10 mile per hour cheater tractors. You know how many classes that covers? The word cheaters. I'm sorry. Cheater tractor. 13,000 farm stock tractors and run what you brung. I'm assuming that is a truck class or anything. Is that open to anything, Nicole? And also they will have a 2.6 and 3.0 diesel truck exhibition, and semis will be exhibition, but semis must bring their own hitch. So that is Friday, June 27th, Fallen Grove, Pennsylvania. So I don't have a start time listed here. I probably have it somewhere on the computer. 6 p.m. It's in the chat. 6 p.m.
Yes.
Friday, June 27th. Saturday, she says, is still in the works. So we'll find out more information soon on the next evening, the next day. So, yes, Robert, cheater class. Yes. That's a gray area the size of the earth. Use the word cheater.
The whole class is a gray area.
Yeah, the whole class is a big gray area. So,
I'm not ready. Sorry.
gotta film that. He said, "Yeah, we're approaching 1 hour. We're gonna get out of here shortly. We're not gonna drag."
I
it.
was.
Yeah, Robert, my family definitely appreciated the Berryville dirt drag footage. My family is the one that had the Ford Excursion there. That was definitely hurting. So we needed that video evidence there.
That truck's usually
They just
pretty tough.
can't get it to shift from second to third. So then, of course, it hits rev limiters and just all the things. So they'll get it figured out eventually one day, maybe.
Okay, she's saying now Saturday will be 6 mile per hour and open antiques and 8 mile per hour classics, as well as some truck classes, but nothing's definitive yet. So we'll get that out to him soon. Have to be real soon because that's like right around the corner.
Like 3 days away.
Right before I go.
Anyway, if anybody watching is interested or in watching the polls that they missed this past weekend, Snyder County is going to be on Dirt Vortex TV.
Vortex TV, baby.
And Berryville will be on Eastern Extreme Polling videos. Is that right?
Yeah, I got one class left to go. But if you watch Robert Garaba's, he's got the whole event up already. Gotcha.
Beat everybody.
Yeah. He's like that. You got to watch him. He's sneaky.
He just doesn't sleep, I guess.
I don't know. It's all good. I've had a very busy week with
a video of Robert's popped up, and I was like, "Oh, this is a cool video." And I started watching it, and I'm watching it, and I was like, "Okay,
yes, Robert, we know. Get your own channel.
something's not something's not holding out." And here it was 10 years old. For some reason, my algorithm pushed a video that Robert had that was, no, I shouldn't say 10 years. It was quite a few years old.
Yeah. Robert was happy he didn't have to wear a trash bag Saturday night. It didn't rain.
Well, I forgot
what
his
that
rain.
humidity set in at the end
You
of
see
the night.
the size of the
It was
umbrella he's got. That
raining.
thing is huge. Robert, send me a message where you got that from. I gotta get me one.
What is it? A beach umbrella?
It's huge, man. That thing is huge. I'd like to have one of them.
Oh.
Just send me some information on that, Robert, if you would. Text me.
So he was basically under canopy with that.
Yeah,
umbrella.
pretty much. Pretty much. That thing was pretty much. Of course, puff of wind, take everything with it. So
we come down the hill to the lady that was taking the admission at Snyder County, and she stands up out of her chair and walks forward, and we gave her our entry fee, and about 10 seconds later, a puff of wind came and her canopy went flying back in the line fence.
Oh, man.
I was like, it missed her car by less than a foot. I was
says
like,
that it was stand 60
there
miles per
goes.
hour. That's pretty good. 60 mile per hour wind gust.
Well, if that's the case, he can Mary Poppins it. He can just float up in the sky.
Who needs a drone?
Yeah. We got Robert to hold on there and just shoot.
Yep.
8 foot diameter.
8 foot around, I guarantee it.
I'm sure Robert looks cute under his umbrella. Oh my. Everybody got silent.
Yeah, my internet went out again.
I didn't see
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, my internet went out again.
I didn't see Mr. Pine Knot in tonight.
Yeah, he was in.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I talked to him briefly. He's over. There's like 4 Bigfoot podcasts tonight, different shows. So
it saved his equipment on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, send me something about that, Robert, when you get a chance. Please shoot me a text.
Nothing like having equipment that ain't ruined after an evening of pulling.
Well, you learn to keep. I bought shower caps, the thicker shower cap that women keep when they wear in the shower. I got real thick ones, real nice ones, and they fit our Canon cameras perfectly. So real quick, you can cover that camera. Just as quick as you can put it on your head.
Yep. Are they clear so you can keep shooting?
No, you because it'll interfere with the sound and stuff. But
yeah,
that works good on that stuff. And you can get drapes too that drape over everything. That umbrella has its advantages also to keep the sun off of you. And why I say that is I'm going to get this dig in on Mike, because I owe Mike a whole lot of digs. If Mike forgets his hat, he'll have the sun off his head. So,
what, he wasn't wearing that fancy Beast of the East hat?
I don't remember what he was wearing.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I thought he'd wear that thing everywhere he goes.
Well, he has clear windows, huh? You work for the state of Maryland. I can't afford that fancy stuff, Robert.
You're saying he pulls his car out right to the edge of the track and just shoots through the window.
I thought about that before too, but it doesn't work as good. Nowhere near as good. Okay, 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Yippers.
Get out and support a pool this weekend. And then we were off last week, and I don't remember. I have a horrible memory. If we mentioned Tom Wilkinson passing away, do you remember if we made mention of that on the show?
I don't know.
Just don't remember.
I think you did mention that 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Somebody.
Yeah, just
it was short.
Yeah, keep the family in your prayers. Tom Wilkinson, he just lost his wife not too long ago as well. And of course, then Tommy passed. So prayers with the family. Yep. Long time puller, Tom Bear. Okay. Next Wednesday, we want to hopefully have all kinds of results from Beast of the East. And
Yep. If you're concerned about the weather, keep an eye on social media.
absolutely.
There's bound to be some kind of information on there.
My has a clear windows. Come on, Robert. What kind of English is that, huh? My has a clear windows. And you work for the state of Maryland, Robert?
Jeez.
Oh no,
He's
we're
gonna
gonna
light
start.
me up Saturday, boy. Oh, boy's gonna light me up. That's all right.
I was gonna say that sounds like fighting words right there.
That's all good.
Window.
It's all good. Yep. Yep. Thank you, Craig. Okay, guys, gals, get out, support the pools this weekend. Hopefully, everybody's got a dry enough window to get their events in. And again, Beast of the East Pools is on Facebook. And if
Yep.
you're going to find out any information, I'll keep I'm part of the Facebook page. So definitely put it all over our Facebook pages too. Keep everybody tuned in. So got our fingers crossed. I'm ready to go pulling at Lebanon. Dang it. Let's go. Let's do it. Beast of the East.
Yes, sir.
Be there. Don't make the beast mad. That's your cue, Dwayne. There you go. See y'all next week.
Adios.
Thanks for being here, chat. Appreciate it. Anybody that watches afterwards, we appreciate you.